got some we both know, we don't talk too much about it. Ain't no big secret, all the same, but somehow we get around it. Listen, it don't matter to me. You believe what you gotta believe. You see, we don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. Somehow, somewhere, somebody had kicked you around some. Tell me why you wanna let a rebel in your abandon. Honey, it don't make no difference to me, baby. Everybody's gotta fight to be free. You see, you don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. Now, baby, you don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. No! Baby, we ain't the first. I'm not sure how the love has been burned. Right now, this seems real to you, but it's one of those things you find to be true. Somewhere, somehow, somebody to keep you around some. Tell me why you wanna let that rebel in your abandon. Honey, it don't make no difference to me. Everybody's gonna fight to be free. You see, you don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. Now, baby, you don't have to live like a refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. Hey, how you doing out there, Guitar Heroes? All right, we got a little Tom Petty today, 1979, Refugee. Not too tough of a song. We don't have any bar chords. That certainly helps. Now, part of that is because we're using a capo at 2. So this helps to eliminate some of those problems. So as an example, if we got a capo at 2 and we're playing an E minor, that would mean with no capo, we're going to be playing an F sharp minor. So that eliminates a bar chord just from that alone. So original standard tuning, original key, capo at 2, and this makes it a pretty easy song. Basically just, we got the same chords just kind of repeating over and over again. We got the E minor, we got a G, and we got a D. And then we got an A, and we got a C in there. And so basically you've got, what, a five chord song. It's a good one too. So we start out with an E minor, G, and D, which is pretty much our progression throughout the song. Now there's a guitar there, but there's a lot of keyboards that are kind of handling the chord part. So we're kind of got a pace like this: E minor, G, D, E minor, G, D, E minor, E minor, G, D. And so that's our intro, 4 times around on that E minor, G, D. Then we start with the E minor. Now the voice is a problem here. I can't sing as high as Tom, so I kind of had to, let's say, modify my voice. And we'll get to that in kind of a second here. So we start out with, we got something we both, G, no, we don't talk, D, too much about it, E minor, G, D, so you're starting to see the pattern, E minor, it ain't no big secret, G, all the same, D, somehow we get around it, E minor, G, D. Now here's the tough part. He yells out, listen, and he's in C, and the vocals go up a notch. And so what I'm trying to do is actually go the other direction. Listen, it don't matter to me, baby, because there's no way I can do what he's doing. So this is an alternative way to kind of solve that problem. Listen, see, it don't matter to me, baby, A. You believe what you want to believe. And now we kind of come into what we consider to be our chorus. You see, you don't. Now I'm changing my voice. You see, you don't, E minor, have to G. Live like a refugee. And now Tom's singing that part. Now the other guys are singing in the background doing, you don't, E minor, you don't have to live like a G, D. So we only do that one time in this particular case. And when we get down a little further and repeat that chorus, we do 2 lines. Okay, next verse, exactly the same. Then we have the chorus, which we do 2 times instead of once. In fact, he's got a slightly different. So let's go through the second chorus. You see, you E minor don't have to G, live like a D, refugee. You E minor don't have to live like a refugee. Now, baby, you don't have G, D. You E minor have to live like a G, D. And then we have what's called a bridge, and Tom yells out, no! Then we go to a D. Baby, we ain't the first. Now he's singing a full octave above me. We ain't the first, G. I'm sure a lot of other lovers been burned, C. Right now this seems real to you, but D. It's one of those things you gotta feel to be true. And now we go back into the intro. E minor, G, D, E minor, G, D, E minor, G, D, E minor. Now what we do here is we go back and we repeat verse number 2, and that's one that we haven't covered. Same exactly pattern. E minor. Somewhere, somehow, somebody, G, must have D, kicked you around some. E minor, G, D, E minor. Tell me why you want a G, lay there, D, revel in your abandon. G, D, honey. And the C here is where the tough part with the voice is. It don't make any difference to me, baby, A. Everybody's gotta fight to be free. And then we're going to go back into the chorus, and I think he might repeat it 2 times, and then basically there's a fade out. And so how do you end it? Well, you want to end just like you started, on in E minor. Okay, so as far as speed goes, it's consistent throughout the song. There's not really any change, but it's basically the same as that intro. Now do it on the E minor, because there's a little pause there. I kind of do the big strum on it. We got some we both know, we don't talk too much about it. Ain't no big secret, all the same, some would get around it. Listen, it don't matter to me, baby, A. You believe what you want to believe. You see, we don't have to live like a refugee. So there's your pace, basically a medium pace through the whole thing, so that makes it a little bit easier to follow along too. So there you go, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, 1979, probably like album number 3, the red cover. Refugee, great tune, and I hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time.